Hello traders, welcome back to a brand new video on the Brazil FX trading. So today guys, I'm going to be teaching you or reviewing my secret trendline strategy that most of you have been asking me about on Telegram, on Instagram. You've been asking me, Brazil, how do you trade the trendline? Because to be honest guys, the trendline strategy is the easiest to trade. It's one of the simplest concepts to use in forex because it's part of price action, and most of you guys know that price action is king. So if you know price action, you are a good trader guys. So if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss out whenever we post our videos every week guys. Let's get started with this video. Thing we have to understand about trend lines. Trend lines are part of price action. So for you to be able to know price action, you need to know about the trend lines, because trend lines, they show you direction of the market. So if the market is in an uptrend, you have to use a trend line to show the direction of the market. So to do this guys, I'm going to be using my trading view, and I'm also going to only select the dollar index. I'm going to be teaching you the trend line strategy using the dollar index. Most of you can see that I'm only trading just a few major pairs, because major pairs have like really good moves than trading the exotics and all the trading the minors and all that. I'm only trading major pairs guys. So I'm going to be choosing the DXY. DXY stands for the dollar index. So whenever you want to take trades on the dollar, just look out for the DXY. So whatever direction the DXY is going to, that's the same direction that the dollar pairs are going to be going to. So I'll even show you an example right now. We have USD chef. So this is its chart right now. You see it's in a downtrend. You see, as you can see right here, it's in a downtrend. So meaning when we choose our DXY like this, also you're going to see that we are in a downtrend, as you can see for the DXY. So meaning guys, always analyze the DXY. So let's get started with this strategy guys. So as I told you, I'm going to be analyzing, I'm going to be doing everything on the daily time frame on the DXY, or what we call the dollar index. So as you can see guys, this is the daily time frame. The reason why I love to be on the daily time frame because this is where you're going to see the structures, the big structures, the patterns. This is where you're going to see the trend of the market. So as you can see guys, and the reason why I'm doing this on my phone, because most of you traders have phones and you don't own laptops. Oh, not that you don't own laptops, but most of the time you're on your phone. So I want to do this so that you can know that even on the phone you can do it. So guys, as you can see, what you have right now is the trend of the market. You can see we are in an uptrend. So this is how an uptrend market looks like. But when you want to know, okay, that market is in an uptrend, you can apply only one indicator if you don't know how to draw trend lines. So this indicator is going to be able to help you to learn how to draw trend lines. So what you want to do is come here to this FX here, then select there. Then I've already selected my so I'm going to select here trend line with breaks like this. So I'm going to zoom in here. So we're going to look for trend line with breaks, Lucas Algo. Yeah, Lucas Algo. So this is the ones I'm going to put a star on it so that I can always use it. So trend line with breaks, it's just an indicator, so it helps you draw out trend lines. So if you don't know how to draw trend lines, it will help you how to draw trend lines. So, and even show you where a certain trend line has to pass on, you know. So this is my market, as you can see. So now it has helped me draw out for the trend line. So now I can see where the trend line passes. So also me, I'm just going to come here, select this pencil right here, and then choose my trend line, as you can see. So I'm going to just draw my trend line on this red line, as you can see. Then pull it down like this. I just want it to be in the same zone as guys, as you can see. So I'm going to make this color black. So this is color black, and I'm going to enlarge this, then tell you how do I use the trend line, how do I effectively use the trend line. So as you can see, you can play around with the trading view guys. You see, you can just play around with it, as you can see now. So what do we have? We have an uptrend, and then you can see price has been touching our trend line multiple times, you see. So the first thing I told you guys, the trend line, it shows you the direction of the market. And you know one thing, the saying, always make sure that the trend is your friend. Make the trend your friend, or trade with the trend. So right now what we have is an uptrend. So I'm going to be teaching you. So the first thing, guys, you want to take notice of, whenever price is going in an uptrend, it forms what we call higher highs and higher lows. So as you can see right here, this is a higher high and then a high low, or what you call a retracement. Price is forming impulsive moves, as you can see. From here to here, that is an impulsive move. Then we have a correction or a retracement. But again, in other words, this can be also a higher high, then a higher low. Then again, price goes up, as you can see, another higher high, and then another high low. So what I want to take advantage whenever price is doing these movements, guys. I want to take advantage whenever price is doing these movements. So what I'm going to always do, I'm going to always wait for the retracement to come in. And where does the retracement come in? The retracement always comes in at the trend line. So when you have your trend line drawn in, guys. So most of the times, let's say market has just moved on one move here, so you don't know where to draw the trend line. As I told you guys, apply the trend line with breaks by Lux Algo. By Lux Algo. That's the indicator you should apply. So it will help you draw for you the trend lines. So now your job is only to wait for price to come back to that trend line, and then you take the trade. So as you can see, we would take our buy trades from here. But again, we don't only have a retracement, but again, we also have something like a bullish flag. So let's try and draw it out and see. We have something like a bullish flag. So when I come here, I'm going to draw out trend line like this. So we have something like a bullish flag. So I'm going to clone this. Let me select another one. So I come here, pencil, then select another one from there to down here, you see. So it's almost like a flag, as you can see, guys. It's almost like a flag. It's almost like a flag pattern. So you can see, as I told you guys, whenever you have a market moving in an uptrend, we are going to have impulsive moves and retracements. But always, the retracements are always corrections or small patterns. But remember, I'm on the daily time frame, guys. So we keep on going up now. As you can see, price even shoots back up even more. You see? Price shoots back up here, and then the retracement comes in. But again, this time around, guys, the retracement doesn't really come back to the trend line. So what you do, you only draw out a recent zone. So where do we see a recent zone, or where do we see something like support and resistance? Where do we see resistance? You know, so this is where I see my resistance. This is where price tried to break through, but again it failed and just came back down. So I'm going to choose a pencil here, then come here and choose my rectangle, as you can see. So this rectangle, I'm going to draw it here, as you can see, between this gap. As you can see, this is where I'm drawing it. So you can see, guys, that price tried to come into this zone, but again it failed. It didn't really touch our zone here. But since it didn't touch our trend line, doesn't mean you're not going to take a trend. So what you do, you go into your history. So now, as you can see, my history, I've went into my history and I've drawn out a recent zone. So right here we had like a mini resistance. We had a mini resistance. Again, price broke it, and then after it came back to this same zone too. So meaning when this zone was broken, now this zone, it became what we call support level. Whenever resistance is broken, it becomes support. Now you can see price bounces off here. And then, guys, whenever we are trading at these zones, we're going to always look at candlesticks that show reversal, or we are going to be looking for bullish candlesticks. Because remember, I'm teaching you, because remember, we are doing this trend line strategy on the uptrend. So we're going to be looking for only bullish movements, guys. As you can see, what did we have here? We had equal candles that show the same. Oh, we had two equal candles, the red one and the green one, which show almost equal body sizes, which shows there's no one who gained the upper hand to go that way. So meaning we would expect anything. But again, since price had touched the trend line, we knew price was going to come back up. So again, here, what do we have here? As you can see, we have a big green candle, and the red one is smaller. So meaning here the guys had the buyers had momentum. As you can see, price pushed back up. Again, as you can see, guys, now price reaches this zone here, it fails to come back down. But again, it didn't come back up to down here, but it just reached in the air, forming another pattern, what we call a descending triangle. So if you draw your line here, so I'm going to draw my line here like this, so that you can see. So I'm going to clone this. and then bring it here up, as you can see right here. So this is what I'm trying to mean, guys, as you can see. Then I'm going to come here and draw my line. So guys, let me draw this line so that you can see it. So this is what we had, almost something an ascending triangle, guys. So as you can see, we have another pattern called an ascending triangle. As you can see, I've drawn it out for you. So again, it's not just an ascending triangle. What we always want to do is enlarge always these zones to the other side. So that now, these zones price has to always come there to find support. Now you can see what price did when price shot back up with that big impulsive move to the upper side. As you can see, big impulsive to the upper side. Then you can see the retracement comes in at just exactly our support level and also on our trend line, as you can see. So this is number 2. This is, let's say if we were taking trades, this would be our trade number 3. Then again, guys, remember, we always like to use the trend line, but again, we always have to expect breakouts after some times when market has been in an uptrend for quite a long time. So as you can see, now price goes up high. As you can see, it forms a higher high, but again, this amount, it doesn't come back up to break the previous higher high. So now price starts coming down, forming what we call lower highs. So meaning whenever I have lower highs in the market, it means now there are no more buyers left in the market, and we are possibly expecting a reversal in the market. So now you can see price comes, but remember we have our trend line drawn. We have our trend line drawn. So when I'm to reset this, you're going to see, so now I've reset my chart, as you can see. So we don't even only have a chart right here, guys. So I'm going to draw out for you another pattern. I'm going to draw out for you another pattern. I'm going to draw out for you another pattern. So what I'm going to do, just come here, tap there, select your trend line, tap like that, let's say right there and up here. So this is, then I'm going to clone this. I'll just select another one, just like this. As you can see, the upper trend line, they've already helped me draw it. So something like this, as you can see, guys. So this is almost what we call a falling wedge, and you know a falling wedge represents two things. It's almost like a falling wedge, as you can see. So a falling wedge represents two things. It represents a reversal or a continuation. So in this case here, with the one we have here, it's on an uptrend, so price is definitely falling. So now, as you can see, guys, we have now a trend line break. So how do we consider that, okay, price, how do we consider that, okay, this breakout is a strong one? So there are two ways. Whenever we have big candles like this, as you can see, we have big candles that have broken out of the zone. It means the price is strong. Again, one more thing, as you can see, this zone has been, the candle that has broken, it has suppressed one of the previous levels here. I'll draw out that level for you so that you can see it. We are going to use horizontal lines. So as you can see, this is my horizontal line. Let me make it big. Let me make it blue. So this is my line right now. As you can see, let me enlarge this. So this is my line. So guys, the blue line that you are seeing, that's, so the candle that broke out of my trend line, it closed below the blue line, and that represents a reversal. So meaning when price broke out, it had momentum because the candle closed below this strong zone here that was acting as a high low. So whenever price breaks a high low over the previous side, it means that is a strong market. And then look at the candle that was previously the next candle. It's also a strong candle, guys. So meaning now price is going to drop. But again, remember, whenever we have a breakout, we must have a retest. Now where is our retest? The most strong level where we can expect a retest is just here. We can expect a retest right here, guys. We are going to draw a retest where we expect a retest to happen. So this is the zone where we expect a retest. So we expect price to come back to that zone and retest there before keeping on going to go down. As you can see, guys, we expect price to at least, come, then bounce back here, then let it keep on going down. But again, guys, whenever we are doing this, we are taking notice of the news, we are taking notice of everything happening in the market. Because when you see this breakout on the DXY, it happened because of CPI. CPI, we had like volatile CPI last week, which is yesterday on Friday. So we had CPI taking out the market crazy. So for me to go into this trade now, because I expect the dollar to weaken more and more these coming weeks. So I'm going to wait for price to retest my zone, and I'm going to definitely go in. And also the way I can measure how the retracement will happen, I can either use a Fibonacci retracement, and the Fibonacci retracement only tells you when a retracement will end. So when I see signs of a retracement trying to come in, guys, I'm definitely going to go in for sells, because market now has reversed, guys. So guys, if you watched the video this far, I want you to summarize these things. A trend line is there to show us the trend of the market. We can always take trades whenever price retests or comes back to the trend line. So we can always go in for buys if we're on an uptrend. But if we're on a downtrend, we can always go in for sells, guys. As simple as that. Remember to practice proper risk management, proper psychology, so that you can be able to succeed in this market, guys. I hope to see you in my next video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so that you never ever miss out our videos whenever I post. Bye bye.